Hi, just a little knife review today. Actually a double review. I wouldn't normally do two knives at once, but I thought it was probably worthwhile in this instance. These are two knives just fresh into Heine Haynes from the Black Dog brand. Not a brand that I've come across before, but something I was keen to check out. This one's called the Godfather, and this one is a Cool Hand. They are what I'd say is sort of entry-level knives. They come in just under £30, so I think they're about £28, £27, something like that. And there's quite a lot on the market at that range. But what I thought set these apart rather is that most of the knives at that price range come in sort of 440C or 8CR13 MOV. These are actually a D2 tool steel, which I thought was quite impressive for the price range. So even if you're looking at sort of spending a bit more, maybe sort of the Spyderco Ambitious or the Spyderco Tenacious, if you're going to put in an extra 10 or 15 pounds, they are still the sort of bog standard 8CR13 MOV. So I just thought D2 was quite good at this price point. So as you can see from the knives, they're both very similar. They're both got the what you'd call a modified tanto, or I think probably some call it a reverse tanto. So a very strong tip, nice sort of hollow grind there, good sharp edge, as you'd expect from a tool steel like D2, and sort of some nice wedge details there. We'll get in for some details in a minute, but really they're very nice, attractive, sort of slimline knives. Quite sort of compact in the pocket. Obviously these are not a slip joint, they are in fact a liner lock, so not something that you'd want for everyday carry in the UK unless you had good reason. So as I say, liner lock, nice and smooth, running on sort of Teflon bearings or Teflon washers, yeah, nice smooth operation, good centering on both. You can see there, good centering. And what I really liked about putting them side by side is you can see that the lockup is almost identical. So good sort of solid lockup, around about the sort of 50% mark. Quite a slender liner lock, but still very much man for the job there. And really what that sort of suggested to me is that the quality control is pretty good at Black Dog knives. So it was good to see that they both sort of came as a matching pair in that respect. The Cool Hand comes with this G10 handle, which is sort of arranged a bit in the style of a bamboo pattern there. The Godfather, carrying this very similar blade, as you can see, comes with a plainer handle. Slightly different pivot details there. The pivot adjustment coming on the opposite side. What I particularly like about the Cool Hand here is that, I'm not mad on sort of bamboo patterns on knives. It's not something which sort of really does it for me, but this does feel quite nice in the hand, and what it does allow you to do is move your finger up to that point there, so you can get that extra bit of control, which I thought was quite nice. So an extra little finger choil there, so you can just shimmy up the knife and get control, sort of fine sort of whittling and stuff like that. Godfather in hand, obviously very nice, but you just can't quite move your finger up with quite so much ease there. Okay, so single pocket clip position on both of them. So that would be right hand tip up carry. Sort of steel hardware, blackened on the pocket clip. Good, strong tension on the pocket clip. God, my cat's going mad in the background there. Open construction at the back there, so you can see all the way through the knife. So if you ever want to clean it, so give it a blow with some canned air, no problem at all. Obviously a little pillar construction there, standoffs, again sort of black steel liners underneath the G10 there. as I say, nice smooth action, thumb studs, logo on the blade. Both knives have got the brushed flats there and the sort of the smooth satin finish on the hollow grind. Nice little swedge. On the back of the spine here, the sort of corners are slightly, what you'd say, broken off, so they've taken the 90-degree angle off, so it's not quite rounded, but there's no sharp edge, so if you need to get your thumb on there and push into something to cut, that'll be absolutely fine. So all in all, quite a nice little pair of knives. Certainly what I'd call an entry-level sort of knife, so you know, quite a lot out on the market for you to consider. But these guys I think are quite nice because they've got the D2 steel, which is a little bit different at that price range. That's about it really. We'll get in for a couple of close-ups, and we'll also just quickly put a couple of comparison shots in to show you the sort of comparable sizes with a couple of knives which you might be familiar with. So first of all, the UK PK there. So you can see there, got a slightly longer blade, so the handle's pretty similar size, and then just a standard full-size Swiss Army knife. In this instance it is the Alox Pioneer, I think that is, so let's just pop those side by side there. So just to give you a bit of an idea rather than reading out all the specs, again just a little bit of an idea of the blade thickness and relative thickness of the handle. So quite slender all round, nice and sort of pocketable, obviously if you've got good cause. So yeah, let's just pop in for a couple of close-ups and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, hope that's useful. If you're into sort of knife reviews and you've not come across my channel before, please do consider subscribing. I'd love to have subscribers. Let me know what you like and what you'd like to see changed. And I hope that's helpful. Right, we'll go in for some close-ups, and then as I say, we'll finish off. Okay, so coming in for a couple of close-ups now. This is a cool hand. So, got a slightly different sort of fluted pivot there, as opposed to the sort of the triangular pivot there. It's got the nice modified Tanto blade there, nice swedge, nice brush flats there. Got the lockup. If you look in there, probably you'll hopefully see the Teflon washers. Open construction, and the sort of bamboo styling. As I say, you can get your finger in there just to get that extra bit of control for close-up work. Okay, and next up is the Godfather. There you go. Again, brushed flats. In this instance, a smooth G10 handle. Open construction, lanyard hole, pocket clip. Yeah, nice pair of knives, something to consider if you're looking for sort of a user knife or something at the sort of entry level sort of price point, around about the sort of £30 mark. These look really good, and obviously you've got that really good D2 tool steel. Okay, well, I hope that's helpful. Please sort of like and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next video. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.